Hello, hello, and welcome to more Hero Infinite. And I'm here again with Brodiddles.
Hello, hello. It's your boy Broditis out here again for another Hero Infinite session. Here to have some fun, kick some ass, maybe. Oh boy.
Yay! Who is uh, welcome Zaid. Where it's once again his character the Moth. So this episode precedes the previous one, in which this character gets its whole backstory. Go check that out. If I'm being a good editor, I'm going to put an iCard on screen right now. Otherwise, you can find it in the playlist. Blah 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 blah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Also, I'm not going to bother explaining all of the rules because I believe at this point I should have a video at the opening of the Hero Infinite playlist that breaks down all of the rules, if I remember correctly.
Rules are for chumps, Ulrich.
I guess I'm a chump then.
Oh, chump change. Me too. Sorry. Oh.
Oh, you're not a chump. You're great. Thanks. You're not a chump.
Neither are you.
40%.
You're still doing that. You should put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
40%.
I found out that's actually a running gag in Futurama. I started rewatching and I was like, wait a second. Did I just internalize that?
Dude, amazing. I guess we can't put it on a shirt, but maybe.
I mean, if I just put 40%. Anyway, let's go back on topic. Words. I can DM.
Believe in you. I'm injecting you with energy.
Hot.
Good day. Yep.
Fill me with your energy, daddy.
Well, energy is rather hot sometimes. Depends on the energy I'm giving you. You know, I could be giving you nuclear energy. It could be giving you electric energy. You know, it just depends.
I mean, nuclear energy is just used to create electric energy.
I'm trying to sound smart, Ulrich.
Anyway, so fucking, let's actually flow into the opening, because I'm good at those. Yes, I'm awful at openings to anything ever.
I believed in you. I still do, but...
So, as we open up, it will have been like, indeterminate amount of time since last session, as comic books tend to do indeterminate amount of time between issues. And... you haven't really had a chance to go as the Moth again, because, it's just... you have an actual college life that you have to uphold. You can't be running around the city being a superhero. Also, it's not really easy to just go and find crime. Like, I imagine you've had a few occasions, or... do you go on patrol?
He probably would. If he's got, like his free time is probably like, is this homework assignment due tonight? No? Cool. Patrol. You know?
Let me grow my wings and fly.
Yeah, and he kind of goes on patrol, kind of like, getting followed? No, just, dropped her wallet. Cool. Okay,
And, anytime crime happens, you always end up seeing it on the news after the fact, meaning you don't actually get to, fight the crime. It's like that shit. Fucking giant robot that attacked the pizza place, or the fucking, massive drug dealer arrest in the old abandoned mall. Other session references continue.
Yes, I remember them. It's just like, God, man. And he's kind of like talking to us. Is my sister in the room with me?
We did. Where are we actually opening up?
Sorry.
I was just sort of establishing what your character's been doing. College life, all of that. As we actually open up, though, we're going to flow into some college life, which we never talked about. I think we had established you were boarding in the college, correct?
Yes, we have been dorming in the college for a while because we got free room and board because of our
situation,
unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah, and
and we were just that good at schooling and sports, so well, she was good at schooling. I was good at sports.
Yeah. So as we open up, it is just the start of one of your average days. Is you're waking up, having to or you wake up early in the morning to the sound of your roommate's alarm, who
Yeah.
you've never gotten along with Thomas Nellian very much.
Thomas Nellian. Yeah, and I don't really know him very well. He kind of just wakes me up every day.
Yeah. Much like you, he's upper crust, comes from a rich family, but you and him are in very different circles. You're in the jock partying circle. The kind of circle that would have joined a frat house if you had more free time.
Yeah, yeah. I've gone to frat parties, but not a frat house,
Well, he's more so, oh, boring. You've never talked to the guy much. He's
Yeah,
boring.
he's just quiet, glasses, whatever.
He, appearance wise, he's roughly on par in height with you. Very lean, short black hair, glasses, whatever.
Mhm,
And as he wakes
mhm.
up, he's like straight up out of bed, like in his pajamas, and starts getting like already has all of his things to go and take his morning shower prepped, and is out the door before you've even fully woken up.
Yeah, I'm kind of just doing my workout, and I'm just like, I hear him close the door. I'm like, damn, it's a new record.
uh, so words, words in my mouth.
Uh, I guess like I'd be doing my workout,
Yeah,
do my
you
warm
like
up.
go through your morning routine essentially, which
Hmm.
whatever that is. If you want to run through it, you can.
Yeah, so his morning routine, he just basically he wakes
Montage.
up to he wakes up to Thomas alarm. He's like, you know, he instinctively like kind of slaps on the wall. He's like, sorry, because he thinks it's his alarm because it's so close to him for some ungodly reason. Thomas, he's not very considerate. He's a dick.
He certainly is not. He's very tidy,
No,
but he's not considerate.
exactly. So we're just kind of, well, thanks for the wake up, Thomas. And he's kind of like rubbing his head, like, I stayed up too late. Doing his push-ups, sit-ups. He's lifting weights. I'm imagining like his room is basically there's his room, like a middle room, and then like it's just his room, middle room, sister's room. Kind of like
Yeah, like
that type of.
co-ed dormitories
Yeah,
situation.
exactly. We can't have guys and girls sleeping in the same room. Even if they are siblings, that's still.
As you get out, you're walking by. You're going to your sibling, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna go like he's done working out. He's taking not his shower, but he's like got his towel wrapped around, like his sweat towel wrapped around him. He's gonna like knock on the door, like, "Hey."
Well, I was gonna say, as you're walking there, you walk by the middle room, as the
Mhm.
door opens up into you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the guy that steps out, he's another person you know very well, McGuire.
McGuire.
That
McGuire.
his actual name, which he very much does not like and insists everybody calls him McGuire, is uh his birth name is Megan Onwaya. His
Megan on
family
wire.
was very like they had picked the name Megan expecting a daughter because they didn't check in advance the child's gender, and they
Yeah.
rolled with the punches. He comes from a very much hippie
Yeah.
family,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he is not. He comes out
Oh yeah.
wearing his fucking like goth attire. He opened the door into. He
Mhm.
looks over and he just sort of like squints at you for a moment.
Hey, you could knock before opening someone's dorm door. He kind of like rubs his nose,
It
making
was
sure it's not
my
bleeding.
door that I was opening.
Right.
Hmm.
He's like, either way. What's up, McGuire?
He just sort of glares at you. You always tried to be friendly to him, but he's never receptive of it.
Yeah. How's the morning treating you? Did you wake up good or an alarm or anything? I don't know. Some jackass wake you up?
Hmm. No one woke me up. I just got up, and he just starts like he looks at you for like again. He's sort of like glaring at you as if he wants to say something, and then just starts to continue on his way.
Uh, hey, dude, you still down to, I don't know, I know it was more of me making the plan, but still down to study later? I kind of need some help on something that my sister is way too particular about.
Hmm. He so glance over, is like, "We'll be studying in her room or yours?"
I mean, he's just kind of like, whatever. Maybe I was thinking the library or the cafeteria or something. I don't know, something that will
I'll
not.
probably be too busy. And he continues walking down the hall.
Right. He's kind of just like, yeah, too busy staring at my sister.
He sort of like stops a little, but he's like, whatever. What you would you even? I mean, fuck you, man. And he just continues.
He's just like, all right. Close. Is he walking out of the dorm? Like, is he in my dorm? Does he live with me?
He's lives in the middle. So you know how I said it's like your room, empty or middle room, and then your siblings' room.
Kind of like a middle loft room. That's kind of what it is.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying like describing the hall.
No, like situation. A common room. Like
yeah,
a common room.
His okay, yeah. I misunderstood what you're describing.
Or maybe there's like a room that kind of goes out. You know, that kind of like it's like kind of 3 rooms. So 1, 2, and then 3 kind of.
His room would be basically like right down the hall from yours.
Yeah, and I'm kind of getting out to go to the shower, and he opens the door on me like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. That's the situation. Sorry, miscommunication, not like all that.
Yeah, I should have been. Yeah,
it's okay. It's on my part equally. Let's move forward.
Cool,
Awkward.
Cool. It's fine. But he's just kind of like watches him walk down the hall, and he's like, all right, go hit up the showers then. You know.
So yeah, you continue your morning routine as normal. And you're what sport do you play again? Was it football or soccer?
Football. He's a football player.
Okay, yeah, football.
American football.
Yeah, American football. The only kind of football there is.
Yeah, there ain't no football.
I want long-term brain damage.
Yeah, I don't want no football, I don't know gas in it. All right.
Slapping asses and tackling men.
Exactly.
The most hetero sport since classic Greek wrestling.
I
don't get why we don't still do that naked and oiled up. That would be the manliest thing ever.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just if you lose, you're a bitch, and if you win, you dominated your opponent in more ways than one. It's just how it is.
Anyway, jeez. Obviously, you being the big, handsome football player, you get various, girls swooning over you from a distance.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
The various cheerleaders and such. But sadly, you don't have time for dating, because all your time is taken up by justice! As of the last couple weeks.
We can't have any wenches coming around! But
you dare threaten my chastity?
Yes, the chastity that was broken in high school.
Bitches be like, dominate me, diddle daddy.
Oh my god. But yeah. So homeboy's like,
Brodamus.
Ooh, Brodami mommy.
Can I have your Brodami milker? Brodami mommy milkers?
Oh, these? My milkies? My super stuff? Oh no, these my titties? My super stuffed milkies? My donker, bonky, donkey, fuck.
I forgot that. I forgot that video with Vegeta voice.
I love that video.
Or whoever the guy who sounds like Vegeta. Anyway.
Yeah, the TFS voice actor. Yeah. Oh, these? Okay, continue, sorry.
Yeah. You get the various girls swooning over you. You get lots of people are like, oh, hey, like giving you high fives as they walk by. People are like, oh, see you out in class, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, see you, Larry. What's up, Christine? Have a good day.
And eventually you arrive at your, I like to think ever since your change, you're wearing aviator sunglasses 24/7.
Oh yeah, and he's got a beanie on.
Yeah, because you're more sensitive to sunlight.
Yeah, he's more sensitive. And the antenna don't go in, so we kind of.
Oh, they don't? I didn't know that.
Do not. They
I
do
was
not. Luckily, they're a similar shade like of hair. Like they look like his hair color.
see.
But just in case, he wears a beanie.
I do like to think that like character design wise, he's got the beanie on, but like one of the antennas sort of pokes out and just looks like hair, so no one really notices.
Basically. But he's super self-conscious about it. You
Yeah,
know?
I like that. He's got the sunglasses and beanie on all the time.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
nice new style, man. It's like, oh yeah, I decided to go from a chill vibe, you know? Yeah.
super cool. Like fucking God, what was it?
Yeah.
The name of the guy in the Homestuck. Me and I were reading through Homestuck, and there's like the
Oh, I think I know what you're
over the top cool character in that.
mm-hmm. More
Anyway,
chill. I just, I don't want to be so, imposing all the time.
I guess eventually you'd pop to your sisters.
Yeah, eventually after class, he's like, shit, due in 2 days. Okay, that means today I could do more. As long as I don't get a class, as long as I don't get anything in my geography class, it should be good. Hey, uh, Marceline, you there?
Hmm.
Marcy?
And then the door opens up itself, and you look over, and you see like a little like like those like those pincer things that you can use to like pick up things from far away.
Yeah, the little grabbers.
One of those rigged up to a motor swings up and folds up, and it's next to the door. So it like that opened the door, the little robot arm.
Yeah, he's like getting into tech, I see, and he kind of steps over, so he doesn't like even if he doesn't want there to be like a sensor or anything, so he's just stepping over. He's like, I don't want to get my nuts punched by something. Okay,
Get a hero point.
thanks. He's like,
Well,
okay, Marcy, you here?
yeah, she's sat over at her computer, and she's like, yes. The more time I can spend analyzing data, the better. And as you step in, you hear the sound of a Roomba turn on, and the door closes, and then the Roomba moves back to its dock.
He kind of just looks. He's like, oh well, neat.
Is that
you know?
Roomba wearing a butler's outfit? You sort of
Wait.
shake it off and ignore it.
Yeah, I'm like, right, okay. So what's the vibe? What's the plan? What we got?
Well, you see she's got a bunch of computers set up now. It seems like she's been getting more stuff in her room lately. She, unlike most other people, has a room to herself because of the odd number of girls that were in the school.
Yeah.
And she slides over to fucking words in my mouth. I can
Slides
speak
over
them.
the desk or the
Yeah, she
the
slides
dresser?
over to one of the computers. She's like, I'm currently analyzing a possibility of creating a second serum, though some of the most pertinent ingredients I need are very difficult to get a hold of. And she sort of glares at you.
Hey, what? I don't know what you're looking at me for. All I do was just drink a funny looking shot, okay? No, not my.
It was
you know me.
literally glowing, and then she slides over to one of the other computers.
What crazy crap you're into? Could have been what if it was a literal fireball? I mean, I don't know. Just either way. Like
Wow.
it tasted terrible, by the way. You should probably fix that.
It wasn't supposed to taste good. It wasn't even supposed to be drunk. It was meant to be injected. I can't believe it even worked in you still.
Dad always said I had an iron stomach.
And speaking of Dad, I've been running background checks on everyone he's ever interacted with, trying to figure out possible enemies he could have made. And you see, it actually brings up a thing, and it's just like running through millions of public records at once. Though that list is pretty big, considering he was, considering the field, considering the fields he was in. Anybody else who wanted a Nobel Prize would have been upset with him.
Oh. He's kind of seeing this happen. He's like, whoa. He's kind of like, hey, isn't this kind of illegal or something? Or
it's all public records or records that are in the files that were left to us after he died.
Seems legit. He's like, okay.
I've also contacted our old internet provider and gotten his entire history. I then filtered out keywords and began searching it and seeing what I could find there.
He kind of like blinks for a sec. Like he kind of missed it before. But he's like, blink, blink. Wait, another serum? Wait. Sorry, but why do you want to make another serum?
Because I was supposed to have it.
Right, but you saw how bad what it's done to me, and he kind of flips up his beanie and his eyes. Ah, shit!
Yeah,
Puts his glasses
because
back on.
you drank an incomplete serum. Hmm.
Right, but clearly, as the test subject, I became a
Hmm.
freak monster. I mean, come on.
It was supposed to give all of the best benefits of every insect in the every single insect ever to exist. Clearly, I put in too much silkworm.
Oh, clearly, you put in too much, a lot, because there's a lot. Either way, you got. I don't want it ruining you. You know, like
Hmm.
I can take it, but I don't want it killing you. I mean, I know how much Dad mean to both of us. Clearly, clearly.
All right, fine. She stands up from her chair and walks over. She puts her hand on your shoulder. I'll make some mutant rats first, if it makes you feel better.
Mutant rats. Then I'm gonna have to fight mutant rats. You know how that goes in the comics. I mean,
Hmm.
it does make you feel a little better that you're gonna actually test it, but like, come on, man. Either way, just and he kind of like puts his like fingers to his temple. He's like, listen, Marceline, I love you, sister. You're the one living family member we have left. Because Dad and Mom, particularly, were very secretive, but still,
Secretive doesn't exactly
I
begin to describe it. She sort of like folds her
yeah
arms and starts to walk off to the other end of the room. You know, dramatic walk to
yeah.
the other end of the room style.
Yeah, yeah. And he's like, I mean, I don't even know if we have like secret aunts or uncles or anything. That'd be kind of cool. But either way, I'm an idiot. But even I know it's a terrible idea.
Well, if all my theories are true, which they definitely are, then whoever had the power to blow up our family home, well, they're going to be dangerous, and we're going to need to be dangerous to take them out.
I guess you're right. Okay, I just, you're all right, but
And after all, I can't let you have all the fun. And she walks over and like punches your arm.
I mean, it is kind of fun. Remember that Yakuza guy? Dude, I kicked his ass. I put him to a flagpole. That's besides the point. He's kind of like,
Yeah, and I mean, between you and that Red King guy, I don't. The crime in the city's already begun to die down.
yeah, Red King, huh?
You
Well,
don't know what I'm talking about, at all, do you?
you know, I do, but I want you to inform me so that I can, make sure you're telling me right.
She goes over and brings up a news feed of a giant red robot, like giant, like the size of a car, shooting up
Mhm.
around outside of a Burger Bunny restaurant. Burger Bunny being sort of a mix of McDonald's
Yeah.
and Chuck E. Cheese's.
Yeah, no, he remembers this. He went to Burger Bunnies as a kid. This Burger Bunnies has been a part of his life since he could remember.
Yeah.
He's like, that jackass. I remember him. Fuck that guy.
Hmm.
He blew up my favorite place.
I have strong
Yeah.
suspicion that he wasn't actually attacking the building.
Oh,
Hmm. I've analyzed
Quince.
I've analyzed social media posts of the or social media posts and news reports around the event, and I believe he might be like you,
Oh,
fighting crime.
really?
There are
Okay.
sightings of a anonymous shooter in the area who mysteriously disappeared. And
Huh.
I wouldn't be surprised to find out that if there's somebody making that, she motions to the robot, then
Mhm.
cloaking technology probably isn't out of the question either.
Okay. Okay. He's kind of like, I'll let him slide once. I'll
And
let him
you'd be,
slide.
but that's beside the point. You'd be surprised how tight-lipped crime families get once two superheroes crop up in a city.
I mean, and he kind of stretches his arms. I mean, when you got such a badass like me on the field, I mean, what else are they gonna do? But
Well,
whatever.
badass. Now the
Yeah.
problem is I don't have any, or I have far less data points to calculate who the fuck you're looking for. So that means you're on patrol again tonight, if anything.
Just,
Or,
I mean,
I don't know.
oh,
Or, I don't know. Find a girlfriend and maybe make us that we're not the last members of our family. And she goes and sits down at a
hey,
computer again.
hey, question. You're not, you know, with McGuire, right?
Who?
Good. Nothing. Nothing. Hey, I'm trying. All right, I'm trying my best over here, but at the moment, I kind of got bigger things to deal with. You know, I got some
Revenge to plan?
homework,
Oh, homework. Right.
homework, homework, and the patrolling and hero work and you know, I got to practice and you know, games and everything. But homework's very important. Been important in my life since I could remember. And I just slowly backing out of the room because he's like, "Yep, I got big plans."
Have fun.
Big, yeah.
And, you step out and, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta find in my notes name of person.
I trip on a fucking Roomba. Is it Thomas?
No. Where is it?
No, is it? It's not
Ah,
McGuire. That's
as you
Thomas.
step out, you like you step out of the room, like you were backing out, so you back out, close
Yeah.
the door behind you, and then turn
Uh-huh.
around, and leaning on the wall right behind you is another one of your fellow college students that you recognize, a girl by the name of Tanya.
Anya.
She's part of like a skater group that hangs around the college. She's got big beanie, long sort of messy fuzzy hair, sweatshirt.
Hmm. Yeah.
And she's just sitting there like chewing some gum, leaning on the wall, like leaning on the door opposite your sister's.
Yeah. And he's just like, "Sup, Tanya? How you doing? How'd you get in my room?"
Oh no! This is has you
Oh,
backed
okay,
out
okay.
of your sister's room.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Okay. And he's like, "Hey, you didn't hear any of that, did you?"
What? Plotting revenge? And she just blows a
Uh,
bubble.
it's
You two talk pretty loud.
right. Um,
I only caught the tail end of it.
good. Good. There's nothing to catch. That was it. That was the entire conversation that we had.
Cool. And she's
Right.
just
So,
standing there, leaning back against the wall,
um,
or leaning back
Miss
against the doorway.
Mr. Lebowski's class, huh? That was something. Really busted my balls about not finishing the homework, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
What class you got next?
Oh. I'm in a free period right now.
Same.
She's sort of just like looking around awkwardly now.
Oh, is there anything you want to talk to me about?
No, I was just passing by,
Oh,
and you came out,
yeah.
so you can go if you want.
I think I might. Um, since we're both at free periods, I guess. What did you hear?
Hear about what? Your conversation?
Exactly. Nothing. Never mind. He's kind of pushing up his glasses a little more and kind of putting the beanie down. Like, yeah. I'm gonna go to the cafeteria. Want a bite or anything?
I'm good.
Cool. Cool.
You-
Uh, okay. Catch you later, Tanya. Smooth. She just kind of walks off.
As you start walking away, like she'd like lean forward as you're walking away, and then when you turn the corner, she lets out a sigh, turns around, and fucking like so the door that she was just at has a half painted like graffiti insulting the girl that was in that room.
Oh.
Establishing
Okay.
fellow classmates.
Let's go. Insulting my sister. I don't see it, but insulting my sister. I'm guessing.
Oh no, insulting the person in the room across from your sister.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And I don't see it because I'm not really,
Yeah,
walking away.
that's for the audience. Anyway,
Yeah, and he's like, smooth, dude. Great.
you know, your school day would carry on, as expected. Boring class, football training, girls flirting with you, homework, and then heading off to your patrol, or unless there's anything else you want to insert in the day that you think is worth covering.
My guy's kind of like, I think something piques his interest. That Thomas guy.
Your roommate?
Yeah, not my roommate, but the guy who's next to me, right? Thomas.
Wait,
he's my roommate. Okay, yeah, he's my roommate.
Your roommate Thomas. That's what I'm
saying.
My
roommate Thomas. I never talked to him, you know?
Yeah.
And he's got glasses. He seems smart. I'm pretty stupid. Do I see him anytime throughout the day?
Yeah, I guess you would share a couple of small classes with him.
Yeah. He's gonna kind of like, when like they're doing like some type of like, it's like, okay, you guys get ready to pack up your stuff. We're class is gonna be over in like 5 minutes. You guys did really good today, blah, blah, yada yada yada. He's gonna like kind of quickly pack up his stuff, look at Thomas, like, hey dude, I have a question for you, Thomas.
As like, I imagine he's like in the process of like packing his things into like his handbag, and he sort of like glances up and he's like, yes.
Yeah. You must know I'm not the brightest light bulb in the drawer, but I was wondering if you could help me out with something. You seem pretty smart.
What is it?
So, is there a way, is there like contact lenses, right?
Yes.
Are there like contact lenses, but like shaded contact lenses, so they're just like sunglasses?
He looks at you for a moment, and he's just like almost like confused, and he's like, I suppose such a product would exist.
Right. And considering you wear spectacles just like I do right now, you would know how to get some, or maybe not.
I don't know. Check United Online. That's the in-universe equivalent of Amazon.
Wow. Right, but I was always right, but what if they don't have what I'm looking for? I was thinking about checking out D-Doc, but I don't know if that's really right.
Checking out what?
C-Doc?
I
eBay.
Oh, hero point. C-Doc.
I totally didn't say D-Doc first and realized that sounded wrong.
D-Doc. The doc.
No, because I was thinking about checking out C-Doc, but I don't know if that I've been having real problems with my eyes recently, and I feel like should probably check it out. You would know. Clearly, you got glasses on.
Just because I wear glasses doesn't mean I know where you can find tinted where you can find tinted contacts. I need to get going though.
Right.
He puts his bag on his shoulder and he's just gonna start walking away.
And kind of looking as he goes. He's like, "Hey, before you go, why are you always in such a rush in the morning anyway?"
Because I have things to do.
Okay. He's going, seems legit. Right. I do also would like some study help, maybe sometime later in the week if you're free for this class.
As I said, I tend to have things to do, and he is just going to continue walking.
You gotta kind of like nod him off. Cool. I can never get a read on that guy. Okay. Patrol. He kind of like in his head like patrol. Time to be a badass. Patrol.
So
in his head, he's got his little.
You carry on with your day, man. I'm just gonna step out of DM mode for a moment. I hate having to like establish NPCs who aren't immediately important, but can be used later on because it's always so much awkwardness.
Yeah, I mean, especially with like the reason why Homeboy's so awkward right now. The whole reason why I'm playing him like this is because he's like, can they see the antenna? Oh god, I can feel everything. What are you doing? Oh god, why?
I like it. Get a hero point.
He's like, oh god, why? Oh man, I can feel everything. Why is it so bright in this fucking room?
Words.
Yeah, but he's gonna put on his costume and go on patrol.
Yeah. So, the eventually, not the. I imagine you go on patrol like later in the day most of the time once it starts getting dark, because Moth.
Yeah, it's a whole aesthetic.
So, as you open up, your patrol consists of a lot of flying around the city with very little of interest happening as you're just like flying around. I imagine every now and again you get people looking up and being like, "What the fuck?" But like you don't quite notice it fully when that happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of just flying. I kind of lose my like composure. I go, shit, gotta put up a, gotta be more careful. you know?
At some point, and it's you. The cool thing you begin to realize is the comic books always made this kind of thing seem more exciting, but it seems like
Yeah.
random crime in the streets of a big city is not as common of an occurrence as media would lead you to believe. Go figure.
Yeah. It's like, damn, this is boring as fuck. What the shit?
And you've been going for on, it's starting to get later, you're getting bored, and you're thinking, like, I should probably head home and get sleep. And right around that time, you fucking see a bunch of cop cars go whizzing by.
Sleep is for the weak. Flies.
Get the airport for the sleepers for the week. You
He's
start
like,
trying
I should probably go to sleep. Oh, fuck sleep.
You start trying to follow them. Ugh. And head them off a little bit, and you soon find them arriving, at Discordant Central Bank, the largest bank in all of the state of Maine.
Big money, huh? All right. Who do we have here? He's kind of looking around. What do I see? What's up with the peoples?
Fucking, hold on. Sorry. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. So there's currently like a bunch of cop cars like lined up outside of the building, and you can see so. All right, to describe Discordant Central Bank, because the area that you're doing this in is important. Out front right now, there's a bunch of cop cars lined up. The building is flanked on either end by alleyways, like that wrap, around either side and behind it. Not behind it. Words. The building is large enough that it reaches from one road to the other. You know how like cities are laid out in a grid formation?
Mm-hmm.
It runs from one road to the other road with a parking lot on one side and buildings on the other with an alleyway separating it from the buildings.
Okay.
Atop the building is a series of skylights that look down like to the ground floor of the building. The whole building is 3 stories tall, but the whole building is basically built like as an O, like a very squared off O, where the middle of the building is a big open room with skylights above it where everybody does their transactions.
Okay.
Whereas the rest of the space is, office space for banking stuff, and of course wherever the hell the vault is within the bank. You don't know where all that lies. So you could try and, fly to the cops, go to the back alley, look inside windows, look into skylight, or other option that I'm not thinking of at the moment.
Yeah, so he's gonna tap on his earpiece. He's got that on him. He's like, "Hey, Moth to Doc, got some action."
You sit there waiting for a response.
And he's like,
and
"Okay."
I was gonna say after a few moments here,
Yeah.
I'm here.
Well,
I'm here. Was sleeping. You
Oh.
patrol this late at night?
Yeah, man. All the good shit happens at this late. I'm surprised you're not like working on another butler Roomba or a potion.
Butler, ignore Jives. I mean, everything's.
You named him
My
Jives?
the computers are running everything.
Cool. Okay. Well, I got
At this
big
point,
news.
it's mostly automated process.
Oh. Okay. All right, then I'll let you go to sleep. Then just telling you, I found something. It's big.
Oh, what'd you find?
dude, something's happening at Discord and Bank, the big one.
Hold on. She types around a little bit and she's like, oh, yep, news is covering her right now.
Yeah, what's going
Seems
on?
though as a group, or it seems like a group of robbers are holding people hostage inside right now.
Okay, okay.
No demands have been made. Police were called on the scene. Nothing else has been said on it by any media. Although I think it'd be pretty obvious that what's going on is, a bank heist.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Kind of the dumbest way they could possibly do it. I mean, why not just get a drill and drill up from the sewers or something?
From the sewers. Why
Yeah, I
would you
mean,
do
if
that?
I was gonna rob a bank, that's what I'd do. Drill up underneath in the middle of the night when no one's, or when they have minimal traffic, and just go in the vault and start stealing things. Of course, let's assume they don't have any sort of sensors to detect such an occurrence happening.
Well, do you think maybe they don't have a drill strong enough for that?
Then what's even the point? If you don't, words, I can't use words. But then how are they even gonna get inside the vault?
A big bomb?
Well, I suppose you could do that. But then my same argument still works. Just put it in the sewers underneath and blow a hole in the bottom. Honestly, I've never understood people who go into a bank guns a-blazing. And you're just gonna draw way too much attention and get way less money than you would get any other way.
True. But it makes my job easier. Hey, sis, it'd be a dumb idea to go talk to those cops, right?
That's probably a bad idea. I mean, they don't exactly know you're on there, so, well, you did leave them a note with the crime boss you brought them.
What?
That's a good
Let's try
question.
He's like,
Worst
"Time to
case,
go."
you get shot at.
It's happened before. He kind of lies down.
You just
Well,
what is your color
kinda-
scheme?
My color scheme? Think like brown. Like a brown moth. And like his wings are naturally like
Poopy colored.
not poopy color, kind of like not white color, but like let me see. Moth wings. I'm trying to figure out the species of moth that he let me see. Think like a like if I want to think moth, think of like a what is it? The moth wings that kind of look like eyes, like on the bottom, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of brown, kind of red on the bottom, you know? Usually a brown, white, and red color scheme and some black
Okay.
in there too. That's kind of his. That's kind of
Yeah.
his. That's kind of his deal.
All right.
But he kind of like he flies. He's like, time to be badass. Kind of lands, behind the cops. Okay,
Which
officers,
close
officers.
enough that they would be able to notice you, though, right?
Yeah, that they don't see me going like I'm not just like, sup guys.
Yeah. You land down like close enough that some of them would look over and be like, "What the hell's that?" And then you like stand up.
Hey guys,
God,
guys.
I like to think you're a so. Correct me if this is wrong. You know how like when moths let their wings drape down, it sort of makes the triangle shape.
Yeah.
Can you like wrap them around your wings around you almost cowl style or like like cloak style?
I can.
Because I can imagine that being like the land down and then stand up with that all cool looking.
Yeah. And he's kind of like,
the red of your goggles catching their light.
he's kind of looking at everyone's like, everyone.
Oh,
What's the situation?
what the hell? They're all like looking with confusion. One of them's like, "Who the hell are you?"
Hero of Discordant City, the Moth.
So we're gonna do a charm check.
He's not. Yeah. He's like the hero of Discordant City, the Moth.
Do you have any traits that are relating to charm?
Unless you gave me like a popular trait, I doubt that. No. I turned in that Yakuza guy.
Sorry. Did you say you had a trait to boost it? I was distracted by the fucking good comment in chat.
What did the comments say in
Da
chat?
da 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 bam! Whiff! Da 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 Mothman!
Yes,
Mothman!
sir. But yeah, no, I do not. Unless I do not have a power that gives me that. I probably should if I'm popular, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, hang on. Let me look at the traits
I know
list that we
I
have for you.
have sign language, which I forgot to edit
So,
sign language.
in
And
your
then
hero form, there's nothing that necessarily will boost you.
yeah, I'm kind of just
Mothman versus Amazing Man by Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, bro.
Zack
I ain't
Snyder.
ready. Dude, I can't wait for Mothman Zero Way Out.
God. Anyway, though, so you rolled one success, while the cops in their distrust of you rolled two with one crushing failure. I mean, it's a tie at 1-1. They're
Cool.
willing to hear you out.
Awesome. I also forgot to tell you about hero points I want to spend, but it's fine.
Oh,
We're good.
sorry.
No, you're good. I was too distracted.
They gotta
I'm
be
trying
mentioned
to
before the road
find.
begins.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But hold on.
I'm trying. I'm gonna find the rules so I can have them on me.
Yeah, I'm
I'm a
going to at
dumbass.
least here. I'll send you this image real fast, just that you
Oh, is
have.
it like the? Yeah, I'll pin that if you send it to me.
That is the hero point spend, and when you're able to
Thank
spend them
you.
on things.
That's what I wanted to see. Yep.
Yeah.
I pinned it. But
Hang on, I'm gonna
yeah,
briefly
so,
bring it up on stream for people. Oh, that's not how that's supposed to display. Hold on. Hold on. Well, I can't get it to display right because settings aren't working. Never mind. Well, it's in the document. You guys can see it on the Discord or in the Discord. It's the fucking in the rules document. It's in the hero points section. It's a little table explaining how you can spend his hero points. Anyway,
yes, indeed.
so the cops
so
they're skeptical, but they're willing to hear you out.
Turned to that Yakuza guy. Remember? I left a note, tied him onto a post.
Obviously there's a bunch of police here, and the chief goes. The chief's the one, or the chief steps forward. He's like, "That was you."
Yeah, the Moth. I wrote it and everything.
We saw, or I saw the news reports, but I almost didn't believe it.
I mean, come on. You kind of like just to the wings, like, dude, come on. I'm a flying moth, man.
So are you like that West Virginia thing, or is this some kind of getup?
Oh no, this is real. Like, it all started when my dumbass sister made a stupid ass potion and I drank it.
Oh my god, actually giving out your genuine origin story? Get a hero point.
Yeah, and I was like, that's kind of how it happened. And yeah, now I'm here. I have wings and other things, but those are important to you. I'm here to help. What's up? What can I do? What's the plan, man? Chief?
They all like look to each other. Like, this is an unusual situation to say the least. Vigilantism is technically illegal, but I suppose someone like you could be a real help right now.
Exactly, that's the plan.
The
So
mayor
what's the deal? What's
the mayor will probably have my head for this, but I'll temporarily deputize you. We got a bunch of armed men holding numerous people hostage inside. If you could get a couple of eyes on the roof, it would help us dramatically.
Well, he kind of flutters his wings a little bit. Got an earpiece or a walkie for me so I can,
Here, he tosses you one of the police walkies. Don't let me regret it.
Testing.
He goes through, and they a few of the cops here through on theirs. You know, the classic, like, like the beep sound police radios make.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, cool. I'll
just let us know what you can see from the roof.
Gotcha. He kind of takes flight, making sure they know that he can take flight and like showing off his wings and like stretches them a little bit and then woof, up,
You
Be a
take
little bit
off into
showboating a
the
little bit.
air. And
Yeah, he's showboating a little bit.
yeah. You fly up, and as you do, we're just gonna
I'm not landing on the skylight though. I'm gonna like look down, kind of use my eyes.
doing a perception check.
Yeah, doing a perception down there.
Do
Kind
you
of got the
have
walkie.
any kind of bonuses towards perception checks?
Unless the vibrations count. Then
Yeah, that'll count.
Yeah.
Does it add one bonus die or two? Does it specify?
It's just I think
One
let me
advantage.
see.
If it just says
believe so.
advantage, then then it means
Antenna.
one.
Oh, the antenna sense vibrations from surrounding areas. Sneak on them as a challenge, 5-level challenge. So it doesn't really have any idea. I'm imagining just one. Or two, or whatever.
It means people performing stealth checks. You passive. It's way
I
harder.
have used this to check for people.
No, yeah. To clarify, normally when someone's trying to sneak around, they have to roll a 3 or above to avoid being noticed. In your case, they need to roll a 5 or above. Yeah. But if you're actively searching, it will provide an advantage, which I should add that down to specify clearer.
Exactly. I remember I used that last time on the Yakuza guys, and I caught a guy lacking. I kicked his ass.
So, you roll 2 successes to 1 crashing failure, and on another end, there was 2 successes with 2 crashing failures. I cannot understand how often... It is improbable between the last 3 sessions I've run of this, how many fucking ones have been rolled.
Hey, it's how it be sometimes. Man.
More than half the dice have been ones. These are D10s. That is so statistically improbable.
It's a 1 out of 10 chance each time.
Yeah, and almost 50% of them have been.
Mm-hmm.
Just under it, but like, Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah.
You look down, and as you start to scan over, you realize that there's someone hunkered down on the roof, looking out over everything, and who is looking at you, but trying to hide from you at the same time. Like, you can tell they can see you, but they don't know you can see them.
Though. Okay.
Dress-wise, they're wearing... you can see they're wearing, military gear, but not full-on military equipment. It's hodgepodge of some military things from different militaries, all secondhand. It's clearly somebody went online and spent a lot of time buying a bunch of military equipment. Vibe.
Yeah, it's like Amazon military crap. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of it has black fabric stretched over it, and they're currently wearing a fucking has a mask. They're just wearing a top hat that they've poked eye holes in, and it's pulled over their head.
Oh, he's just right. He's kind of whispering into the walkie. Got a guy up here. Looks like he's got some hand-me-down military crap. Wearing a top hat.
Top hat?
With eye holes.
Is he armed?
Is he?
You look and you realize he is in fact holding a sniper rifle.
He's got a sniper rifle.
A shooter on the roof. We'll get some people in position to try and keep an eye up there and have some of our men improve their cover.
Gotcha. And he starts to, fly around as well, kind of trying to... He's gonna pretend like he doesn't notice the guy, but making sure he keeps notice of the guy,
Which you would notice... We're now officially entering back and forth challenge.
Yeah.
So, hang on. Hot bar, and it's got your wonderful brown and white colors. Yeah, color coded it.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I don't think you've been subject to being informed of this rule. I'm probably going to bring this up in a lot of streams, people. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But do you see how the tips are differently colored now?
Let me. The tips are differently colored?
Yeah, of the 2 ends of the hot bar. So
I see it.
You're colorblind, aren't you? Can you distinguish all 4 of the colors fine, or?
Oh, I think.
You think? If I need to adjust things,
I got it.
If I need to adjust things, let me know, because I know you're colorblind. I don't want it to be a problem. It's white, a series of 9 browns, 9 reds, and an orange, right? Can you make
Oh,
it
I
out
see
fine?
it.
Do you want me to adjust any of them?
I think it's fine. I see a white. I see a bunch of browns and an orange.
Uh,
Oh, maybe make the red. I don't see a red, but maybe make the red like a little more bright, like a little more
okay.
vibrant.
I'll switch it from a red to like a salmon.
Okay.
Is that better?
That one. That's like pink. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
like a salmon pink shade.
Okay.
So now you can
Okay.
distinguish the 4 colors better.
I can. Yeah, I could see him. I
Okay.
could see him all.
So so a few rules have now been put in to prevent 1-hit KOs or like 2-hit KOs in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
when you get a series of successes in combat, normally the bar would move as far in your favor as possible. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you got 10 successes, move 10 in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
It's now capped at 5. The grid cannot move more than 5 spaces per action,
Okay.
or the meter.
Gotcha.
If you get more than 5, meaning 6 or above, you will apply debuffs to the opponent, such as like a broken leg or like sand in the eye. I don't know. It'll be situational.
Yeah.
And
So.
eventually, if I were to say if you were doing really good in the fight and you got it all the way up to here, previously if you rolled if you rolled with this 3 successes, you would win, right?
Yeah.
But not anymore. If you rolled 3 successes, it would go just 2 up. And that final one would need a whole new action to get the last tick over, giving opponents
Um.
and players alike a chance for a final push to keep alive.
Okay. That's interesting.
It's to reduce the odds of like instant knockouts,
Yeah, I got it. I feel it. I feel it.
So you notice that he, like, as you're watching him, you notice a glint from his gun as he adjusts it, and you realize he's taking aim at you.
Beautiful. I am like, I'm like, I want to hurry up. He's gonna shoot me. He's trying to, I'm gonna prepare to basically like dodge.
So you're gonna
You know,
use your reaction as a dodge action.
basically. By the way, when I was looking, do I see anybody through the skylight since I was like high
Ah,
above the skylight?
that's a very good point. I'll actually hang on. Let me get the results of this roll. Or hang on. Let me get another
Ooh.
dice roller. I'm gonna give you a quick observation check because I feel like I should have rolled for that before this.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a
In
hero
this
point.
case, the vibrations don't help.
Okay.
And do you
Even
say
though,
you're
wait,
spending hero
why?
point?
I thought it was a perspective. I thought a perception. That's what I got advantage for the last time.
Because it is far enough away and they are indoors that their vibrations are muffled.
Okay, I'd like to add a dice then. I'm gonna spend
You're
a hero
buying
point.
1 die,
I'm gonna buy two.
2 dice. All right.
Good idea, me. Thanks, me.
So you got 7 successes.
Beautiful. I see
Every
it all.
single die succeeded. Looking down, you noticed that there are fucking words in my mouth. Whenever I say that, it's usually because either I'm trying to remember something or it's because I'm looking at my notes. I'm looking at my notes
Mhm.
right now to see how many there's supposed to be.
Yeah.
6 people.
Six
Counting the
people.
one on the roof.
So
And
7.
there... No, 6 counting the one on the roof. The one on the roof is the 6. So there's 5 inside. You see,
Gotcha.
you looked just as one of them, or just as 2 of them walked out of view of the skylight, leaving 3 in view of the skylight, with all of the hostages, like, in the middle of the room, with these 3 guys sort of walking in circles around the hostage group, like, keeping eyes
Mhm.
on them and looking around.
Okay. So
The
there's
ones that are down there, you can see, are similarly kitted out, and, like, you can't make out a lot of details, but, like, they are clearly, like, kitted out with weaponry.
okay.
Uh,
Gotcha.
but now for the outcome of you getting shot at,
I'm
so
preparing to not get shot
you
at.
notice the glint of his weapon. You rolled
Mhm.
2 successes with one. It's not. I gotta remember, the word isn't crashing failure. The word for these kinds of failures of rolling a 1 is a dice break.
Mhm.
I gotta use my own terminology right. A crashing failure is when you roll negative successes.
Yeah.
So you get 2 successes with 1 die break,
Oh,
while the
beautiful.
opponent rolled 3 successes with 2 dice breaks, meaning you're
Oh,
tied
cool.
at a 1.
Awesome.
A
So-
tie would generally I treat a tie as like neutral success level. In this case, I think the tie will be that they won't like shoot you enough to hurt you, but they will interrupt your flight, forcing you into a landing, unless you want to spend the points to reduce remove the dice break.
Even if it's a tie, because that's a huge advantage for him.
Well, no, because you don't get hurt. It's just you are forced temporarily to land on the roof. You know what I mean?
I'm very high up.
Yeah, I'm not saying you crash down. Like you're forced to make a landing.
Say like I'm just like imagine. Just, oh shit.
Yeah. So it's. Do you want to spend the points to get rid of the dice break and avoid being shot down?
Let me see how much that costs. I'm gonna look at my pinned messages.
Removing a die break.
That would be moving die break. Ignore 1 die break. Is that what it is?
Yep. Ignore 1 dice break is what it costs 1 hero point.
Fuck it, sure, we'll do that.
So then the result because of that is that they you see the glint and then you realize like, oh shit, I'm gonna get shot, and sort of like, do you want to describe the movement or of how you dodge?
Yeah, so basically what happens is so of course I'm a flying Mothman. Homie's like, what the fuck? I'm imagining homie's like, oh shit, this is the craziest thing I've ever fought in my life. And I'm gonna like basically do like an aileron roll,
Yeah.
Kind of like a
Do an aileron roll.
Or like do like an aileron roll, kind of spinning down.
Oh shit, did I just do a barrel roll? Nah man, it's an aileron roll.
Exactly. Kind of spin down, and then that goes into a barrel roll, So it's not like because he could just easily just aim at me while I'm doing this little spin shit, But then that goes into an aileron roll right when I hear the shot. So then a barrel roll. So then like I like I'm spinning around the bullet.
So,
I'm going down to him now.
Yeah,
I am going down to him. But
yeah, he fires the shot, you dodge around it, now you're moving towards him, and they sort of like look. Almost sneezed. Hang on, I was sneezed. Okay, it didn't go out. He sort of looks up and he's just like, "Oh shit." You fucking go for like, and now we move it into your turn as you're diving down.
Right.
You can hear on the police radio, it's like, "We have shots fired, shots fired." And you hear on the thing, it's like, or what was that gunshot? Was that towards you?
Yeah, towards me. Dodge like a boss, though. Gonna go kick his ass.
Oh man, he can dodge bullets. Alright, so what do you do as your action? We're gonna say, to get from your high altitude down to him will be a minor action.
Okay.
So that's your minor action. You still have a major action.
Okay. Could I have said, since I was saying for my reaction of dodging, I was going down, would that change that, or no? Is it still just minor action or movement?
I'm gonna say yes, because you're still performing a zone change. So to establish
to get to him.
Yeah, to establish the zones of this combat situation, the zones are alleyway, parking lot, road, sky, roof, and central lobby area. There are more zones based off the various rooms of the building, but those are the ones that are like immediately accessible.
Oh, I have agile flight, by the way.
Oh, what does agile flight do?
I don't know. You said I have agile. It says the heroes has a large pair of wings, retractable wings, granting agile flight. I've never used it in combat before.
Agile flight is just the fact that you're capable of flying.
Oh, I thought that would just be flight or agile flight. You should probably change it. I don't know. I'll probably fix that.
Well, the power is Moth wings, and it grants you agile flight. So to distinguish the difference of that in the system, there's flight and there's agile flight. Agile flight is what birds do. Agile flight is what insects do. Birds must always be moving forward when they fly, whereas you can maintain a position.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And you can like turn on a dime and such.
Oh, beautiful.
Somebody with normal flight, like non-agile flight, like say like if somebody had angel wings, they would need to do big swooping turns and like more telegraphed movements.
Okay, yeah. So what homie's gonna do using my agile flight? So my minor action's going down there, right?
Yep.
I'm basically like think dive bombing. So I did the aileron roll or the barrel roll. You know, aileron then barrel roll,
Yeah.
and think like kind of go back and do an aileron, right? Kind of flying down, and then he's gonna think I'm trying to like dash into him, right? Trying to just like boom tackle, right?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my agile flight to basically just front flip axe kick him off the roof
Okay.
if I can. If I can try and like, donk, you know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll for
So,
your
like,
attack, and they're
I
simply
would
gonna
like
try
to
and
add.
dodge.
I would like to add an advantage die, by the way.
Add an additional die. All right.
Yeah, additional because I get athletics here, right?
Oh, what are
One
your athletics? Your football player
athleticism.
straight
I'm trying to
granting
kick him.
athleticism.
I am trying to kick his ass.
I will grant it. The 1d bonus due to your high physique.
Yep. Trying to attack
Um.
him. Nice.
Okay, so there's that. Now this character's roll. So the opponent's got 5 successes with 1 dice break.
Oh,
You
cool.
got 4 successes with 2 dice breaks.
Aw. I'm gonna ignore some. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm gonna ignore some.
so if
Robin?
you ignored both the dice breaks, you could bring it to a tie.
A tie?
Yeah, because they got 5 with 1 break, you got 4 with 2 breaks. So, if you keep it as is, it's simply they dive out of the way of your kick and you're fine. Like they aren't hindered. Meanwhile, I'm gonna say that I'll call it that if you succeed, if you switch it so with tying hit, you do no damage, but you provide a debuff to their next attack.
Yeah, I'd do that. That's pretty nice.
Alright, so that would cost 2 hero points to do that.
Yep. Down. Cool. And I'm basically gonna just like, again, I was trying I don't kick him off the roof, I'm guessing, but I do just,
Yeah. So what happens is like you go flying down towards them. You know they lined up the shot, fired it at you, and you dodged into the gunfire, and they like look past the scope from it, and they're like, well, shit, and fucking they like get up and they're like trying to run away from you as you're swooping towards them, and they start to like try and dive to the side as you do the kick, and you fucking rather than hitting them, you hit the sniper that is in their hand and fucking like.
Rattle it.
Kick the sniper and it goes flying up out of their grasp, but they're sort of like juggling it. They don't lose grip of it because it's on like an arm sling.
Yeah, and I'm still like, because like I'm still like kind of like hovering, so I don't land on.
You because of the way you kick. I imagine you sort of like swoop up a little bit. And now you're floating just a little bit above the roof.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking down to him. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's your plan?
They you see they sort of like fumble with the gun for a moment, and they're like, "Right, you must be that moth we were told about."
Oh, you know about me? Cool.
Certainly live up to the description. And as he's like saying that, he's like he fumbled the gun, and he's gonna basically like try and no scope you.
Cool. Disadvantage because he's a dumbass.
Yep, so they get disadvantage due to your drawing success last time.
Yeah.
What are you gonna try and do in response?
Basically, what's gonna happen? He's trying to no scope me, right?
Yeah, he's basically like fumbles his gun and tries to lift it up and shoot you.
I would like to then. Okay, I would like to kind of spit some silk to make him hit himself in the face with his gun with the recoil.
Okay. Now that will be a counter attack, meaning it comes with a disadvantage.
I'm gonna add a success though. A couple not success. A couple I'm gonna add 2 points.
By 2 extra dice.
Yeah, just give me a little advantage here. I don't like spending points, but I've been spending a lot right now.
Yeah, it's
I realize it's a good idea to do.
Yeah. Okay, so because of that, you actually went from your attack would have gone from a tie to you now succeeding because you got three successes with one disadvantage, bringing it down to two. Meanwhile, they got one success with one crashing fail. Oh, actually, you would have succeeded either way. I just realized.
Either way.
Either way, you fucking spit the like. They fire the gun, and like as you do, you sort of like move to the side with your flight, spit the silk, hit the tip of the gun, and fucking like whip your head back.
Rip it up.
Yeah, little wave goes through, and their own gun fucking bops them in the head. Which actually, hang on, you succeeded by 2 points over them, which means the battle grid goes 2 in your favor.
Hell yeah. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for here.
God, shit. And then with their minor action, they scramble for a walkie-talkie they have and go, "Boys, he's here." Sorry, yeah. God, I'm awful with accents. Boys, he's here. There we go. He's supposed to be British.
Yeah. He's like, now why'd you have to go and do that?
And now it's your action again. You still, in theory, have a silk string connecting you to his gun, depending on if it's touching your mouth or the ground or what.
Basically, like, after he, like, yanked it up, he kind of cuts it, grabs it with his hand, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he still is holding it with his hand.
Which, to clarify, the stickiness of your silk is you have the control over how sticky it is and what parts as you weave it.
Okay. It's basically
but you can stick to your own silk. Right, so I like to think you made it sticky at the tip, but not sticky where you're holding it, essentially.
Basically. Yeah, exactly. It's like super sticky at the tip.
Yeah.
Because it wanted to, you know?
Yeah, so what are you going to try and do?
Also, so he's going to have it, like, in his hand, and he's like, why'd you have to go and do that? And he's going to try and, like, pull at the thing and kind of... Could I theoretically minor action disarm with this sticky silk? The silk that I have pulled. An
attempt to disarm would have to be a major action due to the fact that you need to roll, you know?
Yeah, here's the plan. He's gonna like pull forward at him, so pull him toward him, right? Kind of. I'm assuming he's holding his gun. He's gonna try and pull him toward him, and then he's gonna try and flying kick like him as he's like, you know, like basically like pulling him toward him, and then like as he's being pulled toward him, he's gonna like descend and like kick him, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an additional die toward that.
Cool.
Because you know you're strong boy.
I'm a strong boy.
So you grab the silk and like I said, the sniper has like a sling that holds it on him, so you're like pull him up by his own sling.
Yeah.
And you got 4 successes with one crashing fail, or one dice break.
Break die. Yeah.
And they got 3 successes, meaning that you're technically tying.
That I'm gonna say fuck you to that dice break. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, and that goes from a dice break to 1 in your favor, meaning boop. Yeah. You pull the rope, yanking them up, and fucking like you yank them off the ground into the air and fucking kick them. And so now like you've now kicked them in the air. They're like you still hold the silk rope that they're on as we flow into their turn. And from
a minor action.
Oh, what do you do with your minor action?
And a movement. So since he's in the air now, right?
The minor action is how you do movement. Movement is a minor action.
Oh, I thought movement.
Think XCOM.
3 actions are
rules.
Yeah, you're right. Fire max. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So my movement then. So since he's flying in the air right now, you know, I'm gonna start, going off the edge of the area since I'm flying and I've got him by his rope. I'm gonna basically move, cause like I'm guessing like where I am right now is like the whole side. So there's the alleyway right there, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to try and, since I'm holding him by the silk, I'm basically gonna try and move to a point where if he cut it free, it's gonna be really hard for him to like,
land safely. That's smart.
Yeah, exactly. And trying to basically move toward the cops. That's
fucking smart. Okay, because that changes what my planned action was entirely in a very good way for you.
So I'm moving. I'm schmoving. I'm flying out. I'm schmoving, and I got him by like his like he's kind of got to hold his gun right now because I'm holding him by the silk, and I'm flying over to the cops.
Yeah. So you fucking fly back over, and at this point, the news are already here, so they're seeing this happen. You know, so fucking one of the cop lights shines up at you, like
Mm-hmm.
one of the cop lights
Oh
shines
no!
toward you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Um,
Why would they do this to
you
me?
know, I wasn't even thinking about that as I said
Why
that,
would
and
you
then it
do this
clicked in
to
my
me?
own head.
Why would you do this to me?
The weaknesses of
The
the
moth.
moth.
A
Flashes.
big
Sudden,
flash.
unexpected bright lights will leave the hero dazed until they pass a level 3 challenge on their turn to regain their wits.
Well, time to let's see if I can pass a level 3 challenge.
Uh,
So I'm kind of flying. I am
so,
a but.
in the
I am like
and you have
a,
to dedicate a major action to escaping
okay.
that daze.
But either way, I'm still kind of like
Yeah.
off the roof at this
You're
point.
100%
So
in your position you wanted to get in still, but now you're like
yeah.
they shine the light at you and you just like turn and look down at it like, ooh. And
Yeah.
you start drifting towards it very slowly.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
I'm still holding this dude.
he's dangling from the rope like, God, shit. You know, swinging back and forth a little bit.
Oh, how are you doing? He's kind of like looking at the light. He's like, "How are you doing?" Looking at the light as he's drifting towards.
Ooh,
Still going to the
flirting
cops,
with the
but,
light.
know.
Get a hero point. So from their dangling position, I'm trying to think of what their action's gonna be.
They're kind of high up.
Yeah. Because it'd be dumb for them to cut themselves free or for them to shoot you. And they know that, because they're not stupid.
Yeah, they're trained. I'd imagine they have some type of intelligence on this.
And they don't have any kind of like special grapple hooky gadget or anything like that would have been helpful in this scenario.
That'd be cool to have, but they're not cool enough for that.
You know what does happen?
Mm-hmm.
In your day's situation when you're not paying attention, they scramble for a moment and pull out a smaller gun from their holster and shoot at you with it. And a small little pinprick sensation hits you, but nothing beyond that, and you take no damage.
Wait. Wouldn't they still have to roll? See, because they're kind of in the sky dangling. They're kind of like, ooh.
Yeah, I'll have them roll, but you are incapable of performing a reaction. So basically, so long as they get a success, they hit you.
Okay.
Or actually, I'll say that has a level 2 challenge, because that's more reasonable.
Okay. I imagine they kind of are swinging.
Yeah, it's swinging a little bit. With 3 successes, they shoot you with you experience a slight pinprick sensation, but you are too distracted for that as we phase into your turn.
I'm gonna try and break out of that.
So it's a level 3 challenge for you to escape being dazed. Out of rolling 5 dice.
Cool. I will add 1 then. Add 1 more there.
So, bro.
Yeah?
You rolled a 6, a 4, a 10, and an 8.
Oh, beautiful.
And another 10.
Oh.
So those 10s meant you rolled 2 more, which were 2 more 10s.
Oh.
Which then rolled a 5 and an 8, and then the one you bought was a 4. So you shake your head and immediately regain your wits, and are now fucking, you know, you realize what's happening, you turn away from the fucking cop light, and now you're holding the dude still.
And I remember, did I feel the prick?
You were too dazed to know it happened or remember it. This is a horrible situation of player knowledge versus character knowledge.
Okay,
Your character does not know that they experienced the prick.
He's been shot up before. He knows. He doesn't feel it anymore. He's taking too many hits to the head, you know. But he's just like, okay, gotta regain composure. Cops, you're a criminal. As I drop him in the middle of cop.
You just drop him. Go down and start steadily lowering him, and all the cops like point their guns at the guy. And he's like, okay, I know when I've been caught. And he like puts his hands up. They all run over and they immediately unmask him. And, you know, he's just a dude.
It's a guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of like...
He's got, like, short cut brown hair, brown eyes.
I'm gonna look to the chief and be like, "Hey, he kind of alerted that I was here. I wasn't able to stop him in time, unfortunately, so they do know that I'm here. But that ain't gonna stop me from helping you guys."
Hmm. You certainly helped already, giving us the information of how many can be seen from where you are. We know that there's at least 4 of them, or was it no 5 more of them armed.
Yeah, 5 more that I could see. I don't know how many are in the vault.
Right, little words. We have a negotiator arriving shortly. But
Cool.
we've also got the SWAT on their way, and they're setting up a position, or they're already putting together a game plan.
Perfect, perfect. He's
We,
kind of like
we
he's kind of rubbing
appreciate
his
the help,
chin.
Moth. And he like pats your shoulder.
He kind of like he gives him a big thumbs up. He's like, "If you need me, can I keep this? By the way, first before I do anything, can I keep this?" He kind of looks to the walkie-talkie.
I don't see why not. Having you
Cool.
in the when there's crimes doesn't seem like a bad thing.
If you need me, you know where to call me.
So you're gonna leave?
Um, I'm gonna quote unquote leave,
Oh, you're gonna fly away.
and
But
then go into the alley. You know?
yeah, so you can do more vigilante shit.
Yeah, because I know that he knows, not he, but the sniper guy, and I think he's got like an earpiece or something, right? So
Mhm.
they can probably hear the conversation. So I'm leaving, quote unquote. I'm a fly, and go down into the alley. You know,
Mhm. Uh,
he's
you
got the walkie. He's gonna lower the volume on the walkie, by the way, so that
yeah.
I don't
As
get.
you go to the alley, there's 2 back doors as well as a fire escape or 2 fire escapes.
Yeah.
So you could enter at the northern end of the building, the southern end of the building, on any one of the floors.
Okay. He's gonna like.
Like we're gonna say, alleyway is the east end of the building, parking lot is the west, north and south are the roads.
Yeah, yeah. So he's basically gonna like kind of put his ear to the door and kind of like try and sense what's going on around him. You know, is there anything? Is there
Man,
anyone in this?
sometimes
Yeah.
it's really fun when I forget a power a player has and they're able to pull it out to work around shit I planned. Like, I have your full list of powers, and like I kept glancing
Yeah.
at it while I was planning things, but like certain things I just wasn't considering certain powers you had, which is
Hey man,
fantastic, I think.
thank you.
So yeah, you put your ear to it, and you immediately, from little vibrations and movements, you realize that this connects up to an. So, to describe the layout of the building, you have the central
Mhm.
lobby. The central lobby is considered a single zone, and it connects
Mhm.
to the northern end of the building, the southern end of the building, and the western end of the building.
Mhm.
So 3 entrances in the parking lot and the 2 roads.
I have a second question, right?
Yes.
So since I'm putting my ear to the door, right? Would that kind since I'm right next to the door, would that kind of jab whatever's in my neck, kind of move it a little
Uh,
bit so I kind of feel it?
the thing sort of hit your like hip region,
Oh, my hip! I thought you
unless
shot me in the neck.
unless you want
Huh?
to spend, I'll call it 20 hero points to put it in your neck and have
20?
that happen.
20? That's a lot. I don't have 20. I'm
Significant
good.
plot. I consider that a significant enough
Yeah.
tweak of how things were going that that's the price I set. So
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, in that same sense, I'm still kind of on the door.
yeah. But I'm gonna
But I
say
still
that
come on. Okay.
I'm gonna say that no, unless you want to spend the 20, it's not gonna key you into sensing to
Cool.
knowing
I
about
don't
the
know that
thing.
it's there.
Yep.
Gotcha. So I'm kind of. So what do I sense? What do I sense again? These guys.
So yeah, the main lobby, like I said, it has connections to the northern, southern, and western half of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Then on either end of the western half is the men's and women's bathroom. And now on the eastern end, this is all ground floor description, there
Yeah.
is the large vault room and a couple of offices. You are
Uh-huh.
currently at an entrance that leads to some of the offices. The 2 door
Uh-huh.
escape doors are office back exits essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the office that you are close to currently is the office that has the vault entrance,
Okay.
which means it's where they are, and you can 3D with your ability, like in a style similar to Daredevil. you are able to
Yeah.
3D map the environment through sound waves.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Oh,
that,
through vibrations. Yeah.
yeah.
Same thing. Same thing.
The
My bad.
two guys who stepped off are in this room. One of them is currently kneeled over by the door, and you can hear what is very distinctly the sound of a drill.
Mm-hmm. Like, damn, she was right.
uh, Meanwhile, fucking hold on. So I'm just looking at which ones went where. Because I've got the 6 guys, and I just got to figure out which ones were in what positions again.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So. Yeah. Sorry. There's the distinct sound of a drill, and you can overhear the two, and the other 3 are still around the hostages. You can clearly make out the conversation that these 2 are having.
What's the combo?
What?
What's the combo? What am I hearing so far?
The 2 people. I guess you would be able. You know what? 3D rendering of the environment. You got a pretty good idea that both of them have a fairly large backpack on, and are each armed with a pistol, as well as, or they're each armed with, one of them has a pistol, a shotgun, and what appears to be some sort of blunt instrument.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one has 2 pistols and a, like, it looked, you think it might be a fucking machete from the way it's shaped.
What the shit?
And they're all, outfitted in, like, sort of military-esque garb.
Yeah, same thing as the other guy with the top hat and everything.
Yeah.
Cool. That drill's pretty loud, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and slowly open the door.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say though, you can hear their conversation.
Oh yeah, what's the conversation?
Yeah.
I asked what the conversation was. My bad.
They're talking. It's like, can't that drill go any faster? It's going. I'm really bad at accents.
Hey, don't say that. You're good at it.
Can't that drill go any faster? It's going as fast as it can.
Okay.
The liquid cooling seems to be working pretty fine. And then you hear like a beeping sound as well as he reaches to his backpack and pulls out a thing. Looks like he fired off the tracker. Oh shit! And both of them look towards the door.
He's kind of like, oh shit! He's like,
and
tracker, what the fuck? Look around. Oh.
Immediately, the one that was kneeled by the drill throws off their backpack and starts digging through it, while the other one points their pistol toward the door.
Okay. Can I see where this tracker is?
Kind
of look around, I'm like, tracker.
You're given a cue that allows you to search yourself for it.
Gotcha. I'm gonna pat myself down. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? Kind of patting myself, like.
I'm gonna say,
like. Oh, sorry. You think
finding it will be a level 2 challenge?
Level 2. It's on my. Okay, yeah, level 2.
Because it's a small thing stuck to you.
Mm-hmm. Could my vibrations help me with this?
No, but that being said, you find it.
Oh, cool. I kind of just
you reach around, you find the little thing, and it's just a little device stuck to you.
I'm gonna like start basically like walking, you know,
just walking away,
walking down the alleyway, you know. Walking down the alleyway, kind of sensing if they can still, like, you know.
Yeah, I'll give you another perception check, but this next perception check is gonna be slightly higher difficulty.
Okay, I imagine so, because I'm not at the door anymore. I'm just kind of like.
Oh yeah, hang on. I just realized I gotta do. So you actually low key finished that fight with the other guy before finishing the battle grid, just because you maneuvered smart enough that you didn't have to beat them in the traditional manner.
Gotcha.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's now primed for whatever the next fight ends up being when one breaks out.
Okay.
If one breaks out.
If I could end this pretty quickly, but I'm gonna basically go to the do I see another door somewhere?
Yeah, there's the other door at the far end that connects to the office, and I was gonna say, as you start walking and try and listening for them, you rolled a crashing failure.
All right.
One success
My
with three
steps,
failures.
my
Um,
own steps are kind of.
yeah. Well, I'm thinking what you hear is this as you try and listen, more police sirens sound, and you sort of like, that like hurts your antenna. You know when you hear a loud sound and it hurts your antennas hurt from
Yeah.
that.
I'm like, fuck, shit, okay. Then I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Hail Mary. I'm gonna try and toss whatever this little piece, try and toss it up to the to the roof.
That's a 3-story throw, so I'm gonna call that a
Never
level 3
mind.
athletics check.
I didn't know it was that high.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm a football player. This is light work. Ooh,
Yeah.
level 3? I could
So-
take that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you roll 2 successes and 2 dice breaks.
You know, I'm gonna.
You
I don't pass that anyway.
you wind back, throw it, and it tink tink bounces on like it, you know that like you throw it and it just immediately drops essentially.
Yeah, just kind of like.
I mean,
Pick it back
when you
up.
throw small things, it can be hard to get them to go far sometimes.
Yeah, of course. Just like, shit. kind of. He's gonna kind of just like, kind of toss it down the alley. You know.
Yeah.
At this point, he's like, oh, that would have been cooler if I could get up there, but toss it down the alley. You gotta turn back to the door. Be like, all right, this is fine. Just
So you're going back to the same door or to the other door?
back to the same door.
Okay.
I'm gonna sense. I'm gonna try and sense one more time to try and see like if it's a good idea to get in there. You know?
Yep. Okay. This time your senses don't fail you. And mapping it out, you realize, they're still looking at they're still, they've sort of settled down, aren't paying attention to the door as much, but you now realize that there's some sort of device set up right by the door, like about the size of
Really?
about the size of an office chair with a small child sat in it.
Small child?
It's not actually a small child, but like that's to give you an idea of the scale of the size of it.
It's a homie had like a robot doll or something. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So it's a device, like it's about like like maybe 3 feet tall and like 1.5 feet across in all in all directions. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's like boxy shaped.
Are there windows into these offices?
No, there are not.
No. Okay. Then, you know what? I'm in like an alleyway, right? Is there like trash and junk and shit?
Yes.
Is there a like a, you know those like little like trash barrels, like the metal aluminum ones?
Yes.
Can I just grab the cap of that? Like just grab off the top of that.
To use as like a shield.
Yeah. I'm just like, this might be
When
handy.
Captain America throws his mighty shield.
All the enemies oppose his shield must yield. Okay, that's enough.
So you're gonna like kick open the door and hold that up?
No, I'm going to try and still stealth this. Hold on. I'm gonna try and stealth it because I'm in a, I'm assuming that drill's still going, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna open the drill. Not open the drill. Yeah, I open up the drill that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to slowly creak open the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
everything. So I'm opening up the door, stealthing.
Yeah.
Because that drill's going. I'm imagining they can't really hear me that well, and I'm gonna open up that door, kind of peek in.
So you open the door ever so slightly and peek in, and so the door opens outward. As you open it up, you immediately start hearing gunfire. Luckily, it's a solid metal door, so the door gets some dents on it. As you realize whatever that thing set up was, it's fucking shooting at you.
Okay, then I'm gonna like throw open the door this time.
Yeah, and what, you hold up the metal can lid? Or like stand at, what's your plan? Stand at the side of the door, hold up the can lid, what?
So I open up the thing. It's shooting towards the wall or towards the door?
Towards the door.
Towards the door. So that means I could probably like. So if I like crouch, is it like following my like heat? Like if I move my
You
body a little bit, is it shooting?
you don't
Or
know. All they know is the moment you opened the door, it began shooting.
cool, cool, cool. Then I'm gonna like toss that can lid down at the thing.
Like what? You're gonna open the door and try and throw the can at whatever it is.
Basically, so if I'm kind of seeing where the bullets are flying, is it like a spread or is it
It's
like a straight
it's
line?
a tiny bit of a spread, but it's mostly focused on one spot.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna like kind of like try and slide and like Captain America throw the shield or the whatever
Okay.
this thing is at the little at the robot or whatever this is, this little turret
I'm
thing.
gonna call it because this is like just a set thing. It's going to be a level 3 challenge to throw it while sliding and avoiding getting shot.
Okay, I'm gonna add a little.
Uh,
I'm out of
you're out of
add a
hero
die.
points.
I'm
So
at
you
two dice.
oh two. You're adding two. Okay.
Yes, yes. That's the plan.
Okay.
That's the
So
that's the move.
you close the door for a second and then you throw it back. You throw it back open and slide with a sort of sliding motion. And what you see is they've set up like it's a box about the size, about 2 feet tall and about like a foot across, actually propped up on an office chair. And it had at one point had a little like tension trap connecting it to the door, waiting for you to open it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you opened the
Yeah.
door, you sort of pulled it forward a little bit and made it start shooting.
Yeah, and I threw the door open
And so you throw
and
the door open,
yeah,
slide in,
sliding.
throw the trash can lid, and knock over the thing, which falls down and sort of like roll, like it falls over and starts firing at them. And you see both of them just like, oh shit, like freaking out, dodging the bullets from their own booby trap.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like get up. I'm like, holy shit, that worked.
Get a
Like,
hero point. And it moves one in your favor because of that.
cool, cool.
As it's firing, it actually hits the drill and breaks it.
I'm like, yeah, I really wouldn't continue this little endeavor, guys. You're dealing with a pro here.
Gosh. They both look over. They both look fucking horrified at you being right next to them.
Kind of like I'm trying to like basically I'm like I'm a big guy. I'm imagining I'm taller than both these guys.
Oh yeah.
You know?
So to describe their appearances is the one who had earlier been squatted by the drill. He's sort of like a beefier guy, like very well built.
Oh, okay.
And he's wearing over his head a like
Like
I'm trying to think of how to describe what their mask is. It's you know those fucking, I might just change what it is because what I was gonna describe I don't actually know what it's called and I'm gonna have a hard time describing.
Okay.
Oh, my phone, a thing went off on my phone. You know what? We're gonna say that he's wearing a fucking like you know those classic rubber horse masks.
Yeah.
He's wearing one of those.
Beautiful, beautiful. Got a cool
And
hat.
the other one is wearing fucking like just straight up a ski mask.
Okay. Ski mask.
Yeah.
Awesome. And the other guy's probably like shorter, right?
So
Is he kind of
yeah, sorry. The one wearing the
Imagine
rubber
they're all
horse
built.
mask is sort of like a buffer dude, and the
Mhm.
one wearing the ski mask is like very like broad framed, like the kind of person that if they were just a little like, how do I put this? They're not fat, but they're largely built. If you get what I mean, none of it's fat. It's just like, you know how some people their body is naturally sort of like
Yeah.
thick and like
Actually,
wide.
wide, stocky.
Yeah, wide,
Okay.
stocky, and like kind of tall as well.
You know,
So
I'm
they're both
imagining, so, like,
fairly big people, but like I said, they're both just like immediately like scrambling, like, oh fuck.
yeah. So I'm just like, I'd get out of here with your hands up. As I, start dashing toward homie with the shotgun. I don't want him
That's the one
firing
with the
that off.
horse mask.
Yeah. Horse mask boy. I'm gonna
Well,
basically
actually,
dash.
it is your action was entering the room, so they get
That was
their
my
turn.
action.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then basically, I kind of just stand there with like my fist to my palm, kind of just
Yeah.
like cracking my knuckles. I'm like, you guys should get out of here as soon as possible.
So, the one wearing the ski mask is gonna basically try and shoot you with their pistol. Meanwhile, the
Mhm.
one with the horse mask, is once again digging through their bag, their big old
Mhm.
backpack. Again, both of them have like big backpacks.
Yeah. Is that turret thing still firing, or is that out of
Yes,
mode now?
but now it's on the ground. Like it's fallen in a set position, so it's not like a problem anymore.
Firing.
It's just shooting one spot on the wall.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to shoot me.
Ah, yeah, the one with the ski mask is shooting you.
Okay. How far away from them are? Because I want to figure out what my reaction's gonna be. How far away are they?
They are considered to be within the same zone of combat.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
It's like
Then.
anywhere from a few feet to like 2 or 3 meters. Like distance is indistinct to allow for a more free flowing vibe of combat rather than being stuck to a strict grid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Um. I'm imagining moving, like kind of picking up the turret little thing that I knocked down and kind of aiming, like kind of just holding it at them
Okay,
is like an action. That's
that
gonna be
will
like a counter attack, I'm
yeah, as your
guessing.
reaction. Yeah, that'll be a counterattack, so it comes with 1 degree of disadvantage.
Hmm.
So is that still your plan?
Basically, yeah, that's kind of a good plan. I basically kind of want that. I kind of want to grab him. I want to grab that little robot thing. I want to basically like hold it up to them because it's got a. You said it's got a light spread, so I kind of just wanted to just aim it at the because homeboy's going through his backpack, but I kind of just kind of want
You're gonna
to
aim it
scare
more so
him.
towards the one shooting you, right?
Yeah, I want to scare him into basically like I kind of want to scare him into bumping into his friend so that he
Oh,
messes
okay.
with whatever
You're
he's
gonna try
doing.
and scare the one digging through his bag back into bumping into the other one. That is
Yeah,
get a hero point for the creative thought.
thank you.
So you
And I'm
rolled
gonna spend
five
that hero point immediately.
successes. Wait, sorry, what?
Never mind, never mind. Do your thing.
Sorry.
No,
You
you're
got
good. You're
five
good.
successes with one disadvantage and one
Mhm.
dice break, leaving you with three.
Okay.
They got three successes with one dice break, leaving them at two, leaving you at the
Oh,
1 point advantage, which would
awesome.
move the meter 1 point in your favor.
Cool, cool. So I'm gonna try and have homeboy with the bag bump. So I'm having homeboy with the bag bump into him, and he kind of like oh fires.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, you like he starts to draw the gun, you reach down, grab the turret, and starts like move it toward him, and he looks up, realizes what's happening, backs up, hits the guy who's gonna shoot at you, and then he shoots wide and hits the ceiling above you as they both
Yeah.
sort of like stumble over each other.
Yeah. And I've kind of just got this little turret. You know.
Yeah. And now it is your
How
action.
heavy is this turret, by the way?
It's
Is it
like
like
the booby trap is maybe like
light?
the weight of 3 gallons of milk. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
heavy enough that you're like, whew, but you realize it's slowly getting just a little bit lighter by the second
Okay, yeah, it's running out
because
of
it's
ammo.
full of bullets.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I
You
kind
know
of
the turrets from
set it up.
Portal.
Yeah, yeah,
You
exactly.
know the classic animation of that. That's basically what this guy's done.
Yes, bro, I love that. I might keep this after
How
this.
do how do we
Is it just,
how do
is
we
it
put so
basically?
many bullets in there? Simple. We fill every square inch of the puppies up.
Yup, yup, yup. But basically, he's basically set that up,
Oh,
so that
you
it's
do
aimed at
notice
that
as you pick it up, it's got fucking googly eyes on the front.
cute.
And it's like the way it's set up, the gun could either be a nose or a mouth, depending on how you read it.
Like, I'm thinking it's a mouth. You know, you're pretty smart for making something like this. Are you sure you really want to do this type of job? It's like a free action just talking to
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Free, talking is a free action.
A quip, like, you know, you're pretty smart, but you're pretty dumb for doing this type of thing. Why don't you like use? I mean, this is a pretty high tech thing. Did you make it?
I don't think you've seen what the job economies are like right now, buddy,
I mean, if you can make something like
or the job
this,
market.
yeah, if you make something like this, I mean, I'd hire you if I had a business.
You'd think, wouldn't ya?
Yeah, I guess. People are jackasses, right?
They're both just like head like on the ground, hands on their heads, because you're holding this turret above their head.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, and then he's kind of just like, you guys can make this really, really simple and go with your other friend.
Hmm.
Or, and he kind of starts like slowly tilting it down.
No, just watch what you're doing there, buddy.
Yeah.
Listen.
How's about this? I tie you guys up, bring you outside to the cops, and then I just say you gave up.
They look at each other for a moment, and they each
Or I
give
could
each
fill you
other
full of
like
blood.
a nod.
I could
And
fill you full of blood.
you want to turn the little knob there on the side, or on the side, and you look. There is in fact a knob, and you see the knob. It has written next to it, bullet count, and it has none, some, a little bit, all the bullets, and it's currently turned to all the bullets.
Okay. And then he's like, I really don't like the fact that my bargaining piece is going to be turned off.
Listen, yeah, you got us. But it's not like we're gonna do much from here.
Yeah, but when I turn it off, then you could do stuff.
Well, what are you gonna do in the meantime, then? In the
How
meantime,
about I
then?
just kind of spit silk? Try like kind of aim a little bit and then kind of spit silk at like one of their hands so it's stuck, stuck on the floor, and then kind of do the same thing to the other guy, kind of try and like basically stick their hands to the floor.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna call that your major action to tie both them down, but you don't need to roll because they're not resisting.
Cool.
And so then I imagine just turn off the gun.
Yeah. Then I turn off the gun. I'm gonna like walk over to them,
Mm-hmm.
like, so you could do this. So they're all tied up. I'm gonna like pick them. I guess. Pick them up.
But you silked their hands. You said, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Which they were on the ground with their hands on top of their head.
Yeah,
so their hands are stuck to the top of their head, and guess what? It's the end of your turn. As the door gets kicked open.
Okay.
And one of the other people steps in, and you see
so it looks like
he's fucking holding. Get a hero point for that one. He's holding an AK-47 in either hand.
That is very uncalled for. What the fuck?
You would try to. God, I cannot do a German accent. See, I'm trying to give them all the distinct accents, and I'm immediately regretting it.
Hey, man, like, I'm appreciating this entire.
The one with the drill is supposed to be the fucking Japanese. This one's supposed to have a German accent, but he kicks it open, and he's just like, You dare. I can't do a German accent. Pretend he has a German accent.
Okay, I will.
You dare try and attack the heads for hire? And you has you look over.
Heads for hire?
Get a hero point. You know those baby masks? Those terrifying baby masks people make?
Yeah.
They're wearing that.
Oh god.
And they're like 4 foot tall, like squat fucking ripped, wearing a baby mask and holding 2 AK-47s.
Like, you are one terrifying baby man. But I got a job to do.
Is that the baby? Let's go.
Let's go.
But yeah. So it's their turn as they burst in, and they're gonna try and just fucking unload a bunch of bullets in you.
Right. That's a good idea.
And what is your reaction?
Counteroffer. Don't.
Get your point.
Thanks.
What do you do in response?
All right, my response. So he is he the only guy, or is there other guys with him?
Well, it's only one doorway in, and he just kicked it open. So
okay. Here's the plan. Them boys have really sticky silk on their heads, right? And I'm kind of like, the way he's holding them, it's AK-47s.
Yep, and he's dual wielding them.
He's dual wielding AK-47s. He naturally needs all the fucking eyesight he can. I'm just gonna kind of look at him, because like he just looks really unamused at this guy, and he's like, "Are you compensating for something?" He's gonna spit silk into his eyes.
Get a hero point. That's a counterattack, so it's done with a disadvantage.
I'm gonna add two little points there.
Okay.
Add two little dice. Actually, I'll add three little dice. We'll spice it up a bit.
So you got 3 successes, and they got 2 successes with 2 dice breaks.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
they're just like shooting a circle around, or you spit the silk in their eye, and they're like, ah! They basically are just like shooting it in a circle around you, like missing entirely. Like, the classic like cartoon, like trace out a perfect shape of your body with the bullets.
He's not even moving. Even the wings, like it traces out the
Yeah.
wings. It's just like, oh, I should probably not have those out. And he kind of folds them in so we don't get shot up.
I can't see. And he like he fucking stumbles back, like dropping the gun, or like letting the guns down, and then, so it's worth mentioning. You are capable, if you are targeted multiple times, you get a reaction for every time you're targeted, but each one is given a disadvantage.
Okay.
You then
Has he shot? Isn't it my turn? Oh, isn't it my turn since he just...
Well, there's more per person than just one.
You got you.
Because he stumbles back and says, I can't see here. Don't worry, I got you. And fucking, one of the next person runs in, and they're wearing a, have you ever seen those rubber Halloween masks that are like an angry sport ball?
Yeah.
He's wearing one of those that's a baseball, and he goes running in, and he fucking jumps over the guy, like diving forward toward you, and he's got in his hand a fucking
I'm imagining. Oh no.
He does in fact have a baseball bat on his back, but what he's holding and is about to shoot at you with is a fucking shotgun. And not like a double-barreled shotgun like the other one had. This is a combat shotgun with a clip.
Oh yeah.
Like those like assault like military ones that you hold the trigger and it's like shotgun. He's firing one of those while jumping over his friend. So whatever you do will come with one degree of disadvantage because this is the second person attacking you in one turn. So what do you do?
Here's the plan. Homeboy. I'm imagining Homeboy like vaults over his friend. I'm imagining he can. Homeboy vaults over his friend, one hand on his shotgun, one hand on the guy's head, right?
Yeah, we'll say that's what it's like. That's a more nice, visual.
Yeah, he's kind of pushing him back. I imagine this guy's pretty sure of himself, right? I would like to, Homeboy vaults over his friend, holding the shotgun out. I'm basically, if it worked the first time.
What, you gonna try and silk his head to his head?
Yeah.
I'm upset I agreed to letting you tweak the position of the hand, because it was supposed to just be him doing a full-on jump over him. I'm gonna say, originally I was describing it as a full-on, like, he's jumping over his friend, not touching him. But I like the idea of the hand on the head, so for a hero point I will allow it to be tweaked in that way, since it's tweaked in your advantage.
Okay.
So you spend a hero point for that?
That means I still get disadvantage on the thing, right?
Yes, you still get the disadvantage, but you can spend a hero point to put his hand on his friend's head.
Right, yeah, then I'm gonna do that.
Alright, and then you're gonna try and counterattack?
Yeah, I'm gonna basically try and silk his hand to his head. So that when he lands, he kind of like, ooh, what the, he's got a whole new, level of problem to deal with.
Yeah.
As,
So, do you,
I will spend.
Okay.
I will. I'm gonna spend, so that means I have 2 degrees of disadvantage, right? Right now?
Yes, because you're counterattacking on a second reaction.
Then I'm gonna spend 3.
To buy 3 more dice?
Yeah, buy 3 more, so I can have at least advantage on him.
I'm realizing I should change the cost of the ignore disadvantage, because it's always way more advantageous to just buy more dice.
Yeah. I'd do that as well. That's a good idea.
I might just tweak the cost from... Oh, well, there is I think I'll bring it down to 2.
Yeah.
In the future, so that's been changed in the rulebook officially.
Cool.
That's the fun part of this campaign, is it's low-key, like, a little bit more playtesting of the system before its final release.
Yep.
Yay.
Hell yeah. Support the official release, everybody.
Yay. So, you rolled 3 successes with 1 crash.
Ooh,
Or 1 dice break. Which means it's a
yeah.
total of 2.
Cool.
They rolled 1 success with 2 dice breaks.
Awesome.
So, we move 3 in your favor as you stick his hand to his friend's and he just sort of flops over and pulls his friend forward. And you know how his friend has sticky silk on his eye?
Yeah.
He face plants into the ground.
Beautiful.
So he's stuck on the ground too now. He's like, "Rah!" You know.
Great. I'm just like,
And then, as they both fall over, you see a third person step over.
dude, I'm just gonna like, I kind of gesture to everyone else, like, dude, come on, just
Actually,
give up.
realistically, he should be watching the hostages now that I think about it.
Yeah,
So a third person does not step over.
Yeah, I'm kind of just looking at all these guys, and I'm just like, okay.
So now it's your turn.
Right. I'm gonna like be like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna has Homeboy dropped his shotgun?
Yeah.
Cool.
No.
No, never mind. But I'm assuming he's trying to get his hand off the freaking dude, right?
Yeah. He's got his feet on his friend's hand, is like trying to pull away, and the other guy's just like, "You're hurting me."
I imagine
I
he's got
can't do a
his
German
shotgun,
accent.
You're
You're
slinged
hurting
over
me.
his like, shoulder, basically. Like, he hasn't dropped it, but it's like slinged over, so he can like use both his hands to like pull.
Nope. He's got his feet on his friend's head and is using his feet to pull while holding the shotgun in one hand.
Cool. Then here's the plan. I'm gonna try and silk the shotgun to the floor while he's not paying attention.
Okay.
So he's not paying attention to me. He's trying to pull his friend off. I'm gonna silk the shotgun to the floor, so he can't really.
I'll have him do a dodge at disadvantage.
Cool. I'm not gonna put any advantage die on this one.
You rolled 4 successes, and they rolled 3 with 1 break and 1 fail, so that's 2 in your advantage overall.
Awesome. So I string the freaking thing to the floor, right?
Yeah. And you still have a minor action, but I don't know how you'd spend it.
I mean, those 2 guys, are they still there? The 2 guys who got their like hands stuck to their
they're
head?
just lying on the ground. They're not resisting currently.
Awesome. I'm gonna minor action, right? Pull out my walkie-talkie.
Okay.
Hey, Chief. I left a little present in the vault room in the back. Come get them. They're stuck.
Wait, you what? You're still here?
I got 4 bogeys.
We heard more gunfire and we're moving in. We just moved in.
Yep. Coming through the back alley entrance. I'm waiting here with your prize, and I'm kind of just gonna sit there and wait for them to enter.
We'll send some around right now. And at that moment, the man who had the 2 assault rifles, he was wearing a mask. He's now popped his head out of the rubber mask and is standing up, and he's gonna yell and shoot at you again.
Oh, well. I'm like, oh, wait, one of them got out.
He's a... Man, basically, for his voice, imagine if instead of an Austrian accent, Arnold Schwarzenegger had a German accent, and you've got the idea.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
So yeah, he's shooting at you now. How do you react?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Homeboy is sitting there. He doesn't have anything blocking his eyes anymore, so let's fix that.
So that's a counterattack, which means it comes at a disadvantage.
Yeah. I would like to spend then 2
to buy 2 more points.
Yeah.
Or to get rid of the disadvantage.
To buy 2 more.
Or 2 more dice.
So I can have an advantage.
So you got a total of 4 with 1 disadvantage, so 3. They got 2 with 1 dice break.
Beautiful.
So you web them in the eye again. They're like, ah, yelling in pain again.
I'm like, all right,
And then the other guy with one hand stuck to the ground is gonna point the
Yeah.
shotgun directly at you.
I've stuck that to the ground.
Oh, you're right, you did.
Yep.
So,
Let's go. The shotgun grabs his bat.
but you're not. They'd never be able to hit you with the bat, I don't think. Instead, they're gonna take the bat and throw it at you.
Okay. So considering, I'm imagining I don't. It's not a sneak attack. So I'm not really paying attention to him, but I'm imagining it's not a sneak attack because he has to roll a level 5 check to be able to beat me on a sneak attack, right? Or would
Sorry,
I
what
just
was
see him
that?
do this? I was saying because I'm looking at Homeboy. I'm
Mhm.
not seeing him throw the bat. Does he have to
Oh,
roll a check to see if he does this?
this
Or?
is not a sneak attack
Okay, beautiful. He's like, ah, throwing it.
because they were basically next to each other.
Okay. Um,
So, what is your reaction?
I'm gonna grab. Can I try grabbing the bat?
Catch it? All right.
Yeah.
Uh.
Like how I haven't used my like insect arms this entire time.
Oh God, I always forget
I'd
you
like,
have 4 arms.
yeah, I'd like to try it. That's kind of why I've been like doing like a scary thing. Like, oh yeah, I'm scary, because I got
Yeah,
4 fucking arms. I'm a monster. I'm gonna basically try and use all 4 of my arms to try and grab that bat. you know?
I'd say 4 arms grants an advantage die.
Okay. 4 arms
So,
to advantage dice. So I have 1 die of disadvantage
uh,
because it's 2
no,
targets.
because this is a block.
Oh, cool.
Oh no, you're right. You
So
do have 1 degree of disadvantage because it's the second
and
attack on
then
you.
and then I get an advantage die,
Yeah.
so it's equaled out. I'll spend 1.
Okay. You spending that 1 was very fucking smart.
Thank you.
So let me just say what happened. They rolled 4 successes with 2 of them being 10s, so that gave them 2 more dice, which also succeeded for a total of 6
Yeah.
successes.
Oh.
You had rolled 4 successes with 1 of them being a 10, giving you another one, which brought you to 5 successes.
Uh-huh.
You then bought another die, which came out as a 10, which then gave you another, which then rolled another die, which also succeeded, bringing you from losing by 1 to winning by 1. As you catch the bat and it's back to your turn.
Cool. I'm holding this bat and I'm like, I'm gonna keep this. Okay.
Hey, that's mine.
It's mine now. It's not in your hands. You threw it. Stupid.
He's like trying to like pull his hand free angrily.
I'm just gonna thwap. Try and knock him out.
And you know what? You don't even gotta roll.
Cool.
You bonk him on the head.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here since they're sending people forward with only 1 guy. It's only 1 guy.
Yeah.
And I dealt with 5. So I'm just gonna sit here and wait for the cops to arrive, kind of eyeing the door to make sure if Homeboy tries to come in, like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm gonna like eye the door and kind of like raise the bat ready just in case, like sensing, of course, if he's gonna show up.
But you hear all of the police making their way over instead, and you realize, like you sense that they basically already arrested the other guy.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna sit there, wait for the police to arrive. Make sure that turret is off, by the way.
Then of course, all of the, they show up and like I'm imagining like the cut ahead to after the fact when they're all arrested. And, like the police chief is like shaking your hand as all the news people are like not gathering around you, but they've been covering the scene, so they're outside the bank. You're on camera shaking the police chief's hand. He's like, "Thank you, Moth."
No problem. I figured since Sniper Guy had an earpiece that I'm explaining basically why I went.
Yeah, why you went in.
Yeah, why I feigned that I was leaving. It's like I figured that they would, see me coming if I said, "Oh, let me go get him again," because he has an earpiece, so they would hear me, right?
Well, you know what? Vigilante law be damned when he got wings, am I right? And he sort of like punches your arm lightly and chuckles.
He's like, "Yeah, am I right?" And he's gonna do it. He's like, "I shouldn't punch an officer."
And after all, I did deputize you for a moment. And he winks.
He's like, "Hey, thanks." He's like, "I can still keep this though, right?"
Hang on to it. And I'll pass the paperwork along to say that you maintain the deputyship for now.
Appreciate that, Chief. Your name?
Oh man, I never gave the chief a name.
Well, then I'll just like, appreciate that, Chief.
Chat, do you want to name the police chief?
Yeah,
I
what's the
don't-
name of the police chief?
How many
Everyone?
people are actually still watching? Because I know it's getting late at
3,
night.
it looks like.
3?
Payday guys.
Nice.
Oh, dude, payday guys. Let's
Yeah,
go. Dude, I
somebody
love Payday.
like way earlier when I mentioned the drill,
Yes,
somebody was like,
sir.
"Payday, guys."
Yes, Chief
Chief
Oswald.
Oswald. All right.
Zed, you are Zeddy, Zeddy, Zeddy. Ooh,
Oswald Bialu.
Baloo.
What does that say? Bialu?
Like Baloo,
Baloo?
Baloo.
His
Chief Baloo.
Chief Baloo. His full name is Oswald Baloo.
I love that.
Chief Oswald
Chief
Baloo. He's like,
Oswald Baloo.
Baloo. Chief Baloo. Oh,
And
he's the guy, the boys in blue.
yeah, exactly. He's
Oh,
gonna also like look at this bat that he
oh.
has in his hand, and he's gonna like kind of spin it to the chief. He's like, I'm assuming you don't want this for evidence.
He looks at it for a moment. He's like, it got misplaced.
Kind of goes, I like you, chief.
And you take the bat and fly away.
Yeah, I'm
Did
going
you
home.
keep a souvenir from your first encounter?
I did.
What was it?
I believe I
Whiskey?
kept some of his doc. I kept some whiskey. I kept some of his drink.
Or no? Or was that you? Or was that
No, that was someone else.
Yeah,
I
that
did
was
take something.
yeah, that was the Ryan's character
Did I
blanking
take
on
his necktie?
Ace Dungeon. His necktie.
I think I took his necktie.
Yeah, so you got a necktie and a baseball bat. I like that.
And I'm basically gonna like fly out, you know.
Yeah.
Be like, kind of. I'm gonna use the necktie to make it like a little like holster for my freaking baseball.
I like to think that you'd like get basically like a shrine of criminals you've defeated, like souvenirs from every crime you stopped.
Batman. Like Batman.
Yeah. I was actually thinking like what's Flash's sidekick?
Ooh,
Oh,
not Kid Flash.
Speedy? No, not Speedy. Speedy's the
Speedy.
arrows.
No.
The guy from
I don't know.
in Young Justice, the Flash's
Yeah,
sidekick
yeah.
does that.
Oh, Kid Flash. Yeah, it's just Kid Flash.
Is it Kid Flash? No, Kid
Yeah.
Flash is the second one that shows up. Anyway, let's move on.
Oh, either way, yeah. But yeah, he's gonna kind of fly off.
But yeah, you
Right.
fly away, and like
I got rid of the tracker, so
as you fly away, our closing shot has you sort of like scratching your neck, or sorry, no, your hip where the tracker was, as you fly off, and the camera pans down, and on the side of the tracker in small text it says mosquito, and we cut to and we move in on that, and then suddenly we're seeing in your bloodstream as a little device flies or floats through, and then once again we see a ominous figure looking at a screen, sort of shadowed in the darkness, looking at it and being like, let's figure out exactly where I can find you and the good doctor.
good doctor. Oh no!
I'm in danger.
You're a point.
Thanks.
And that is session.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah, I think that went very well. I enjoyed
that
it.
went amazing well. That was a lot of fun.
Yee.
All right.
I look forward to the next one.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Any wishes or such that you want to voice going forward? Because it's always an important discussion to have.
I wish everyone a wonderful day.
Aww. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, night, or whatever time it may be for you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well, I've been Brian, or you can call me Ulrich.
Yep, and I've been Broditis.
And we'll see you all next time with more Hero Infinite. Ta-ta!
Bye-bye.